All right, hey everybody, it's time for Michelle's training vlog. And for the unaware, this is our second vlog of the week, which means workout 3 and 4. For those who don't understand our basic programming for her, she trains 6 days a week. We do 3 upper body, 3 lower body days. We start heavy with almost power building, but not quite, with some heavy squat, bench, and deadlift. Other big heavy compound movements the first 2 days. Then we get to this middle of the week to where it's more moderate reps, up around approximately the 10 rep range, okay? Up about 10 to 12 or so. A mix of a little more isolation work, a little machine work thrown in here. Obviously, we've got incline bench, we got pull-ups. There is some machine and isolation work. And then towards the end of the week, our last couple of workouts are all very high rep with a much heavier focus on more and more isolation as we go. So that's more or less what our week looks like. It's almost a 3-day undulating periodization type scheme, right? So, but with a six day a week training. So that is more or less what we do. And again, we've rotated in 3-week blocks. The reason I rotate a lot of the exercises in 3-week blocks is, of course, to avoid overuse for her because of the amount of training she does. Keeping in mind, she does an hour or more, usually more, of cardio every day on top of all of this. So again, we are training for physique and bikini. So what did we see there? 13 pull-ups. We're up to sets of 13 now. All right, getting strong on that. So what have we seen on all that lat strength this week? She did 3 reps with a 45-pound plate on chin-ups on our heavy day. Bodyweight pull-ups were up to sets of 13 with a full pronated overhand grip. Super happy about that. That was also an incline bench PR on our rep work. I believe that was around 75 for sets of 12. Here we have, again, our second lat exercise. So we have 2 chest and then 2 lat exercises on this day, which again, we do a lot of volume on these, right? We do a lot of volume, around 18 sets a week for each. So here we're doing Yates rows. For those unfamiliar with it, underhand grip, standing bent over barbell row. You do it with a supine grip, underhand grip. All right, and that's our 4 big movements for the day. Then after that, we go over to all of our isolation work. Here I have her doing dumbbell lateral raises. Those are a mainstay for most of my lifters. Generally speaking, any of my lifters who are chasing aesthetics, and in her case, we are literally getting ready for various physique competitions, right? We do laterals. Yeah, they're always going to be somewhere in the program because it's just such an easy way to build the side delts. It's just a universal exercise, great stimulus to fatigue. I'm a big fan. All right, again, in keeping with building the triceps, trying to make sure we're kind of hitting that long head in all the angles. Because again, from all the powerlifting, she, of course, has a very strong lateral head, but I want to get that long head built up. So again, a lot of our stuff, we're looking at these different angles to, well, how can we hit that long head? Now, those stretch position movements we do a lot of. So we do the incline, right? We do the incline, but on this day, I want to do decline. I like to work these different angles. Again, for a physique competitor, we have to do that. We have to think in those terms of every last bit of development. So yeah, we're going to tend to do stuff that are either the press downs or the declines because it's actually a very similar movement. We're going to do incline extensions. Here we're doing hammer curls, even though we have a lot of other curls, supine grip curls through the week. Throwing in some hammer curls at this point. Again, making sure that we are working the brachioradialis, that the brachialis and everything is being well stimulated, right? Because we do underhand grip curls and things throughout the week also, a couple different types. Of course, we have chins in there, right? So those biceps are getting hit from all angles. They're being hit from all angles. All right, hack squats. Of course, you got a PR here. I actually am a big fan of the hack squat. Some people are not aware of that, I guess. I love the hack squat machine. I've always loved these angled like 45-degree hack squat machines, plate-loaded ones. I think they're phenomenal. I've loved these for over 20 years, even though my background might be powerlifting. Just for building big quads, these are great. I love them. And I love the ability to get deep on it. Notice you can get great depth, but then we have a terminal stop, right? So when she hits the bottom of that, it's at a deep depth. We're still hitting the bottom. Okay, so if things go wrong, she's not necessarily going to get stapled. But we get that deep stretch. See the smile? Every time you see that smile, it's because she hit a PR. All right, here's going to be a big one. Guys are going to cry. Romanian deadlifts. 3 sets of 10 with 250 pounds. I get grown men who lift who I program them to do 225 on these. They're like, it's a lot of weight, coach. We got Michelle doing 250 for 3 sets of 10. Yeah. She did 13 pull-ups, RDLs. See her shaking there, it's so heavy. Notice her legs shaking. She's like, all right. A lot going on there. Again, the smile. Because she knows that was a PR. Get that big smile on her face every time. All right, calf raises, drop the weight back down. We got what we wanted to get out of going crazy heavy. Now we're just going to get quality reps. So she's just going to work with 315 here. Rep them out. Focus on that squeeze contraction. Take them to failure. Again, we're in a good spot. I, on the other hand, are probably going to keep doing 500-pound calf raises. Just because I'm the juggernaut. But she beat me on that contest. For those who are unaware, that came up. Someone says, who won that? She did. She hit that 405 for 10 the day before I hit the 5 plate for 10. She won. Fair and square. All right. Goblet squats. Like 1,000,000 reps with a big heavy dumbbell. I don't know. 12s. Did she get 12s here? I think so. With an 80. Notice the quad and adductor development. We're getting thicker, making progress. Leg thickness is coming up. Glute thickness is coming up. Everything's getting thicker. Again, we have to maximize hypertrophy. Okay? We have to maximize hypertrophy. Every angle possible, and it's working. She's getting jacked. She's getting stacked. Then we're going to get lean. It's just going to be her first year doing this. It should be a long-term endeavor as far as physique competitions go. For those curious, I've had people ask, what's she doing for posing? I don't do posing coaching, obviously. And that came up in my live streams. People were like, you should. I'm like, no, people specialize in posing coaching. That is a specialty. She has a posing coach. She's a really good posing coach who has a lot of pro girls. So she has her coaching her. All right, what else are we doing here? Leg curls. Seated calf raises. Why? Because calves. Big deal for physique competitors. Really big deal for female physique competitors. Okay? We need those calves coming up. That's why we had that contest with the calf raises. So we do them 3 times a week. We do both standing and seated. So we hit both those angles, right? We have to get every angle. We have to work every angle. Have to. Leave nothing unturned. We have to develop every head of every muscle. And it's going to take time, but we are seeing great progress. Just keep moving forward. And then, of course, she has to show off with her ab work. She's like, I can do windshield wipers now. This is my first time trying them. She's just showing off at this point. Like, look what I can do. Again, phenomenal core strength. Phenomenal. Of course, coach is very, very proud of her. Extremely proud of her, to say the least. That's to put it mildly. And then she finishes up with some kneeling cable crunches. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys and gals next time.